I'm supposed to be over here, so I'll be over here. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about beyond Facebook. Beyond Facebook. And I thought this was important to talk about because everyone's just been talking Facebook, Facebook, Facebook. So many of the people in this room have called me up and said, can you help me make a Farmville knockoff? And it's hard for any of us to see beyond it. And I figure if we can't talk about the future at DICE, when are we going to be able to talk about it? So why have I been thinking about the future? So I do a number of things, in case you don't know me. I run a studio, Schell Games. We have about 60 people. We do a lot of unusual projects, from interactive theme park rides to MMOs for kids to interactive toys, lots of different types of things, and we're always trying to think of what's next. I teach at Carnegie Mellon University at the Entertainment Technology Center, and we're trying to prepare the students for the future, so we're always kind of thinking about it there. I used to be a Disney Imagineer, and when I was there, I was always thinking about that, and I still do a lot of things for Disney. And I wrote a book, ostensibly supposed to help prepare people for the future. Okay, so all this thinking about the future. There's one thing I've been thinking about a lot this past year, and that's Facebook. And I will start with not a prediction, but an observation that Facebook kind of knocked us on our collective ass this year. I don't think a lot of us saw it coming and saw the success of Facebook games as something that we would take seriously. And it sort of threw a lot of people into a panic. And I know some people in this room are experts, absolute experts, world-class, the very best experts on Facebook games. Other people I know almost nothing about it. So I just want to kind of talk a little bit about the present before we get to talking about ideas about the future. So if Facebook is something you don't know a lot about, I'm going to give you a little Facebook math, because it's understanding the Facebook math that you can understand what's going on with Facebook. So here's like a useful Facebook equation. FV is greater than T. And what I mean by that is there are more Farmville players than there are Twitter accounts. Okay? So Facebook is very big, in case you didn't know that it was big. It's actually quite large indeed. Okay, so here's another equation. LG, standing for lead generation, and you might say, what the heck is lead generation? We'll get to that in a minute, is greater than DP, direct payments. So what does that mean? So if you haven't played these Facebook games, one of the things that may surprise you is you play them for free, but if you want to get money, you can earn it slowly, or you can pay cash money. That's a direct payment in order to get more virtual money. Or you can go and sign up for credit cards and stuff and get all kinds of virtual money. And one thing a lot of people don't realize, and it's sort of disputed and debated and kept secret, it's very possible that lead generation, this sign up for a credit card and we'll give you virtual money, actually generates more money than direct payments. And direct payments are weird enough because they're microtransactions, and that's even stranger. So Facebook is strange. It is not like what we know from the retail model at all. It is upside down and backwards and different and just very, very strange that way. And, oh, now I'm going to make a side note. I'm going to address it to someone personally, which is a little strange to do. So Brian Reynolds, I'm just going to say this. Hey, Brian. Brian, if you guys do not make a Farmville slot machine where every time you win, you get cash money, and every time you lose, you get virtual money, then you are stupid. Because that would make you the richest person in the world. Okay, back to the Facebook map. All right, so now here's another equation that is a little more complicated. You have to bear with me. EA minus 1,500 full-time employees plus Playfish minus $300 million in the same day equals what in the world is going on? The world has gone crazy, apparently. Apparently. So Facebook is terrifying. Now, I'm not saying necessarily EA made this move out of panic or terror. I don't know. But I know that when I heard about it, I was terrified, personally, and I think a lot of other people were, too. So, anyway, so there's Facebook for you. Facebook in a nutshell. It is big. It is strange. It is terrifying. Okay, but is it really so terrifying? Maybe terrifying is the wrong word. It's more unexpected. We didn't see it coming. At least most of us didn't see it coming, otherwise we'd be very rich. But you know, Facebook's not the only thing that's been unexpected lately. We've had a lot of unexpected things in the game industry in the past few years. Sure, we've had, you know, Mafia Wars and Farmville and the other successful Facebook games. Those are unexpected. But Club Penguin, an inexpensive flash game for kids, suddenly is pulling down millions of dollars a month and gets purchased for $350 million by the Walt Disney Company. That was unexpected. The Wii, I don't know. Raise your hand if when you heard about the Wii, you're like, that's going to be the winning console. Okay, there's a few people, but most of us, what? And then the Wii Fit. Oh, well, that's kind of a cool idea. It pulled down $1 billion all by itself. $1 billion. And then Guitar Hero. $70 for a plastic guitar, and it's going to be one of the top games for the year with many sequels and on, and that was unexpected. Webkins. What? Really? Like, really? And even little things like the achievements, the Xbox achievements. I mean, we heard about, oh, that's cute, there'll be this achievements thing. But then it's huge and people are insane about it. And I think a lot of us didn't see that coming. I mean, I suspect if Microsoft had seen it coming, they would have done a little more. So we've had a lot of unexpected things lately. And so when you have a lot of things at once, it's useful to look at, well, what do they have in common? What are the commonalities that's so unexpected? Maybe we won't be tricked anymore. Well, one thing a lot of these have in common is they involve psychological tricks of different kinds. So let's talk about a few of those. So Club Penguin, for example. A lot of people haven't played Club Penguin. They may not comprehend the way it works. The very, very clever thing, the very clever psychological trick that the Club Penguin guys came up with. And it's this. It's very simple. Free to play, everything in the game. Go around. Play everything. Play all the games. And then you'll get virtual money. Oh, that's cool, and it's all free. But then you go to the store. Oh, well, if you want to spend your virtual money, you got to be a paid member. Oh, Mom, can I have $6 so I can be a paid member? Mom says, no way, forget it, kid. But the kid keeps playing. And then 6 weeks later, Mom, you know, how about now? I'm still playing. Look at all this virtual money. Oh, look at all the things I could buy. And then Mom says, wow, it's been 6 weeks, and they're sticking with it. All right, it's only $6. Of course, it's a $6 recurring payment, right? $72 a year for that. So we call this the elastic velvet rope. So a velvet rope plus elasticity equals $350 million. Here's some more math for you. Okay, Webkins. It's a little more math. So we all know about stuffed animals. We've seen those forever. We all know about that. But did you know that every stuffed animal contains a magical, imaginary stuffed animal? Okay? This is an understanding about the psychology of children that most people did not appreciate. When, as grown-ups, we think of the stuffed animal, and there it is. It's, you know, just a lump of stuff. But for a kid, there's that, but then there's also this magic one that lives inside. One that, like, laughs and cries and sings and dances. And all the children know this, but we as adults don't think about it. The Webkins people said, we're going to take that little guy and put him on the screen so you can see him. And the children were thrilled because it's the first time they'd been ever able to see that. And there's a second psychological part of it for the parents, that $12 is equal to $20 in the minds of most parents. They can't tell the difference between these two numbers. So normally a $12 stuffed animal that costs $20, they say, oh, that's about the same. And they pay it, and you can fund a giant MMO with that.